listening to Radio August. Dark Nights with Poe and Monroe.
It's 5 o'clock and I'm Alice Monroe with your August update. August police are appealing for information following the murder of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw. Miss Shaw's body was discovered last night. Chief DuPont is calling the crime a violent and despicable act. Anyone with information about the murder is urged to get in touch via the department's confidential tip hotline. It's horrible, Poe.
Indeed it is.
You need to learn when to keep your mouth shut. Exactly. Rewind.
You're listening to Radio August. Dark Nights with Poe and Monroe.
It's 5 o'clock and I'm Alice Monroe with your August update. August police are appealing for information following the murder of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw. Miss Shaw's body was discovered last night. Chief DuPont is calling the crime a violent and despicable act. Anyone with information about the murder is urged to get in touch via the department's confidential tip hotline. It's horrible, Poe.
Indeed it is.
You need to learn when to keep your mouth shut. You know why you're here, don't you? Then humor me, the dead girl, and this. What exactly were you thinking? You have one job. Don't get caught. Do you think you can do that this time? It's a rhetorical question. You're going to a town called August. Find Chief DuPont. He's gonna think you're someone else. This person. This is who you are now. Understood? Splendid. If someone so much as sniffs that you're different, you'll be deprecated.
Deprecated.
We expect you to use your ability. Just don't get caught. And never, ever change into a child.
In brighter news, August resident Mia French is celebrating the return of her missing pooch, Barley. The 8-month-old Basset Hound puppy was found outside Daryl's Chicken and Ribs.
And that's 5 o'clock with Poe and Monroe.
I'm Violet. Welcome to the guest house. There are some rules. In particular, no shoes in the guest house. The carpets are priceless. Now, how long are you staying for? That's fine. It's yours for as long as you want it. There's not been many visitors of late. Perhaps the murder will bring some tourists in. It's just you and some tarot readers at the moment. It's deathly quiet. Yes, the murder. You haven't spoken to the chief yet, have you? Chief Dupont. He's the one who booked the room for you. You look lost. You should probably go and speak to the chief. Your room is just down the hall, last on the left. It has its own back door. The chief said that's the way you'd like it.
Just finishing. You don't believe? That sounded serious. You must have a serious job to do. Hi, I'm Bronwyn. Pleased to meet you, Sam. If you'd like a reading. So, what's your question, Sam? Oh. The Page of Cups. It suggests I'm innocent of whatever it is I'm being accused of. I'm going to be seeing a lot more of you, aren't I, Sam? I'm in room 1 and that's down the hall. Lorraine's in 2, Lexi's in 3. And which room are you in, Sam? Good. We're neighbours. Just knock if you need me.
Around when the beast wakes. Casual relationships have foundered on this rock. You won't let anyone get close.
Good, you got my message. Chief Inspector Dupont. I wasn't sure you'd come, but I suppose you're between jobs? Well, we both know that's not true. But I like it. Sam, that's your cover now. So, the job. Dorota Shaw, 21, accomplished cellist, redhead. Strangled. I know who did it, but I need proof. It's the tarot readers. Yes. Keep up, Sam. That's the girl who was murdered. Because they predicted it. The older one, Bronwyn, she came into my office last night talking all crazy and saying Dorota was in trouble. I did my best not to lock her up. It all sounded crazy to me. Tarot, the spirit world, cards that move, trans-dimensional thingamajigs. To be honest, I thought she'd probably been smoking something, and that's why I didn't take it seriously. Because things, I don't have enough on her. That's where you come in. The free guest house stay isn't free. I need you to work the case and report back to me. Find out things from the inside. Can you do it? Okay. I'll be telling everyone that you've been hired by the Shaws because obviously local law enforcement is either too incompetent or too overworked to solve anything. That gives you a license to talk to people, but only notionally. Don't actually touch people or annoy them. You don't have any real authority, understand? But you help me out, I'll help you. Do I have to spell it out? I'll make your problem go away, or at least sink it to the bottom of a pile of paperwork. Your old town? The problem? Come and find me when you're settled. This is Second Chance Sunday for you, Sam. Don't blow it. Do I have an alibi for last night? Do I? Okay. I was here, and there are video monitors that will prove it. Thanks for ruling me out, genius. In her bedroom. She was naked. Strangled. No signs of sexual activity of any kind. It was a weird scene to look at. There was one thing, but it's strictly between you and me. Dorota had a gold coin in her mouth. I'm being serious now, Sam. Not a word of this. It's the one thing only the killer would know. Born here, runs the local guest house. Lovely lady. Where are you going with this, Sam? What's she told you? She told you she's taking pills, didn't she? Let me handle Violet. She didn't kill anyone. Not much. Perhaps you should do some investigating?
Beast sets my senses on fire, even though I'm riding pillion. The hunter now becomes the hunted, freezes.
You must be a new guest. Or you're burglaring us. I'm Rain, by the way. Pleased to meet you, Sam. Enjoy your stay. The hot water goes off at 9, by the way, so it's cold showers from there on in. It really bugs me. I didn't know her. I know she was called Dorota Shaw. She was young, had red hair, a talented musician? No, not at all. You're completely barking up the wrong tree there. Spoken like the true killer, posing as a detective, trying to frame someone else for the murder. We did a reading. A group reading, actually, with a special tarot deck. You get it piecemeal, not everything in one reading. The last one we did showed a young woman being murdered. Young, talented, probably red-headed. Mercury? It's not exactly from here. With a normal tarot deck, you'd have the question, so you'd be the querent. With Mercury, it gives you the question and the answer. The cards themselves kind of change. It's a special deck. I don't have it at the moment. Bronwyn has it.
Leaving me drained and depressed, and as I think about the weeks ahead of me...
Oh, hi. Sam, is it? Come on in, make yourself at home. Mi casa es su casa. Come on. I don't know anyone in this town, except for Bronwyn and Rain, obviously, and Violet, and the Chief, and now you. Sorry, I'm a bit nervous. Good old-fashioned fortune-telling. Well, kind of. We drew a card each and smushed them all together. Do you know what the most dangerous tarot card is? You've done your research. The happy squirrel was vague and mysterious, but not evil. The Five of Swords. I think so anyway. There's nothing more dangerous than someone taking whatever they want no matter the cost. Yeah, I did. Rain got the Knight of Wands, that's Dorota, and Bronwyn got the Ten of Swords, which is, well, you know, swords in general are bad. She's like my big sister, so pretty well. No. The cards told us to. Well, the cards in Rain. Tarot gives us a rough direction and he narrows it down with some astrological jiggery-pokery. He's basically a walking esoteric library. And if that sounds dull, let me reassure you, it is. No? Well, yeah. Well, no. We have a job to do. I didn't say job. I said job. Okay. We make a cheese obelisk, a chob, and depending on the shape of that chob, we get different answers to questions. No, you don't.
Doubted it was over. In 60 years, the Slayer had never been merciful.
Hi, I'm Lexi. I'm Lexi.
Do that, but it's good. House, kind of, it's a house.
Hello, Lexi. What can I do for you? Have you been speaking to Sam? You're safe for the minute. If one of your crew did murder Dorota, you can't really stay here, can you?
Yeah, nowadays. But this particular mangle was used to crush.
What's up, Lexi? I'm sensing something's on your mind. Don't worry about that. We don't have anything to hide. You're just fine. Maybe, but it'll be difficult to prove.
No.
Oh gosh, you can have it back.
I personally just use it to flirt.
Something's weird, isn't it? Ron seems strange today. Do you think Bronwyn might get falsely imprisoned? It happens all the time. No. I'm just worried.
Listen. Ivan was woken by the crowing of his cat.
Find somewhere safe to transition. You're not a superhero.
Hi, Hi, I'm Chief DuPont.
It was a hopeful plea, feebly delivered.
Who knows whether you've made the right decision or not, Claude? Overly nice. She's covering her tracks well if she has anything to hide. You just told me to report back to you if I noticed anything suspicious. Good grief, Claude, you're a bit young to be losing your marbles already.
He hoped it was a mouse or a vole.
Chief DuPont, what a pleasant surprise. I think we've covered just about everything twice over, but if you think I'm hiding something... Does it bother you, Chief DuPont, knowing there are things in this world that aren't black and white? You don't know what to file me under, and that makes you uncomfortable. Or perhaps you've already made up your mind about me. Why don't you tell me who you think I am? I haven't asked anyone for a penny.
It was kinder that way. The kitchen was...
Good evening, Chief DuPont. Not since I've met her. She's a lawful good type character, if you play D&D. No, not to my knowledge. She's sweet and innocent. Or haven't you picked up on that yet?
circled the kitten's body, stepping over its limp legs without even looking.
Oh, Chief Inspector, you gave me a shock. What is it? What have I done? Well, it's not for the nightlife, I can tell you that. This is where the cards told us to go. I guess you could call it destiny. There isn't any, and sometimes a girl needs a party. She's an Aquarius, her favourite colour is green. What else do you need to know? Leader? This isn't a cult. She looks after me and Rain, makes sure we eat healthy and brush our teeth.
Don't move, okay? Just don't try to move. But the kitten wouldn't stop struggling.
Hello, I'm Violet. I'm Violet.
Harder even than a magpie. One.
You don't trust me, do you, Violet? Is it because I read tarot? Why don't you let me pull a card for you? Great. What do you want to know about? Interesting choice. So do the cards. 8 of Wands. Everything's happening all at once. We have to act fast, or at least someone does.
Ivan slumped to the floor as Uni padded over.
Mrs. Gallagher, an unexpected pleasure. In town? I really don't know. Until the tarot tells us to leave, or you kick us out, obviously. We didn't know she was definitely going to die, only that she was definitely in danger of dying. Tarot cards can tell you a lot when you know what you're looking for.
Knees and lifted the kitten in both hands. Its floppy.
Hello, Violet. Is everything okay? Ignore the mess. I was just going to tidy it up.
Against his chest, partly as an apology, partly so he wouldn't have to see it. She was sitting up, cross-legged, thumbing her phone, but put it down on the bedside table as soon as Ivan walked in. I thought I heard bed, and Noah leaned forward to nuzzle her nose. Have you brought something for Mummy? Ivan perched on the edge of the bed and placed the kitten on.
Hi, I'm Bronwyn.
Would have remembered. He lay down and closed.
Is there something I can help with, Miss Castle? It's very brave of you to tell the chief that Dorota would be murdered and then stick around afterwards. I'd have run for sure. I'm brave, but I'm not stupid.
All right, so what have we here today?
I actually...
Bron, something doesn't feel right. I don't know what exactly, but it's not right. Well, it's hard to say with just one victim. Musical talent, red hair. If there's another, there will be a pattern. Do you think it's another right? As in the same thing we were chasing after in Birmingham? I suppose it doesn't really matter. Just have to try and stop it. The Traveller? Dead girls? Ring any bells? Bron, you're acting weird. Are you still you? Well, stop freaking me out. It's not cool in this current climate.
Do you remember the Queen who was undressing?
Ron, are you okay? Well, if you're worried, I should be worried. Why are you worried? Should I be worried? Only if you are. This could go on in circles for a while. Let's just keep cool and stay in our rooms.
A weapon of combat, but then if I look at it more closely, I would say a mirror, a handheld mirror.
You're right. Well done, Monroe.
Miss Castle, I'm surprised to see you here. You're a prime suspect, and your alibi is that you were in the guest house with another prime suspect at the time. It doesn't look good for you. Everyone has a problem with you, Bronwyn. I can arrest you for something right now. How does perverting the course of justice sound? Oh, you are pushing me today, young lady.
No, I've tried it. It doesn't work for me.
Oh,
Maybe it works for you. You try it.
okay, so I'm just going to imagine somewhere else. And...
She's gone, listeners. It's amazing. No, she hasn't.
we're only just...
Hello, I'm Rain. I'm Rain. Okay.
You're listening to... with Poe and Monroe.
Have you met the new detective yet? We're basically under 24-hour surveillance now. Onto what exactly? Sam's not a mind reader. At least I don't think so. Just try not to let anything slip.
There's a mossy slab beside Carnby Stream. The clouded sky.
Rain, I'm so worried about Bronwyn. What are we going to do? The chief thinks she killed Dorota. That's not even funny, Rain. Bronwyn's the least murdery person we know. But okay, let's say she did do it. What possible reason could she have for killing Dorota? Maybe Bronwyn and Dorota were secretly lovers, and Bronwyn found out that Dorota was seeing someone else and killed her in a jealous fit of rage. Or maybe that's just another one of your twisted late night fantasies, in which case, leave me out of it.
Hedges. I think I found her. It's not good, I'm afraid.
Hi, I'm Lexi. I'm Lexi.
He steps backwards wearily, brandishing a revolver at the girl. Who are you? Looking down at her semi-naked attention to Long. Did you murder her? Long squirms a little. Did them a favor, and I got a meeting with you. The girl draws her robes tightly, steps off the dais, and moves slowly towards Long. And what did you...
What do you want to know? She was a cellist, selected for a scholarship at Juilliard. It was in the local paper. I'm more of a Bon Jovi fan myself. Don't read the paper, do you? Yesterday, Monday the 9th at approximately 9 p.m, according to the coroner, we got a call from the mother just after 10 p.m.
Bang! 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 The bullets whip holes through her chest, and blood arcs ferociously from the wounds. She staggers with each impact.
I assume you've been to see Chief DuPont already? Not really. I'm sure she was a precious lamb, though. Yes, a lamb. Young. Innocent. Lambs get slaughtered, though, don't they? Nice, yes, that's a good description. Actually, I thought she was a bit slutty, to be honest. Sorry. I'm gossiping. I don't want to talk ill of the dead. Ask her boyfriend. Oscar lives at the vicarage next to the church. Don't tell him I sent you, though. I'm sure he's sick of seeing people already. It's the strangest thing. I honestly don't remember. But I imagine I was here or getting groceries somewhere. I've driven by it, never actually been in it. I take clozapine. I think they're for anxiety. I'm a very anxious person. I don't know, Dr. Sam, you tell me. They're tarot readers. I'm thinking of asking them to leave, actually. Demands already? I'm only thinking of doing it.
She looks down pitifully at Long and shrugs. Gotta find me a good one.
You're listening to Radio August. Dark Nights with Poe and Monroe.
Read by Jessa. From
Sam, is it? I'm sensing you're not here for a reading. Chief DuPont thinks I did it. I'm hoping you'll convince him otherwise. I didn't. We've only been here 2 days. I understand it's suspicious me being a stranger in town, but it's the truth. We saw danger in the cards and we tried to stop it. Trust me, Sam, we're on the same team. We saw it in the cards, not images, feelings, impressions. Tarot can be very powerful. Not these cards. They only tell us what they want us to know. In my room, reading, I found a trashy romance novel under the bed. I'm assuming it's Violet's. It's all swooning heroines and brooding vampire Casanovas. Thank God Lexi saved me. She came to my room to chat for a little while. That was around 9, I think. You can ask her. I said the book was trashy. Look at this place. If her guest house is anything to go by, Violet's the opposite of trashy. Mercury? Sure. I'll just get it. It feels a bit sacrilegious just spreading it out to show you. It doesn't really answer questions, it more asks them. Do you want it to ask you a question, Sam? It wants to know if you're happy being the person you are now. Mercury doesn't agree. In fact, if anything, and I could be wrong, it's suggesting that you're not even the person you're saying you are now. I've only had that reading once before.
It's just not possible for Robin because perhaps there are...
I was in my room. Praying, actually. I don't believe in God, but I was still praying. It didn't work. I don't believe in anything, but I also believe anything is possible, so it's a conundrum.
Painful emotions from the past. Now, the photo...
I was in my room all night with Bronwyn. We were painting our nails. No, I mean, yeah, I've already cleaned it off.
From this, Robin, I think you're finding it hard to break away from a painful situation that's happened in your...
It's 6 o'clock and you're listening to Radio August. Police investigating the murder of Dorota Shaw are appealing to the community to help catch her killer. The body of 21-year-old Miss Shaw, an accomplished cellist, was found in her home last night. Police are describing the murder as a violent and despicable act. Monroe?
It's just terrible. Meanwhile, out of respect for the victim and her family, this weekend's Tulip Festival has been postponed. New dates will be announced shortly, so do stay tuned to Radio August for updates.
I heard Dorota Shaw was due to play this weekend.
At the Tulip Festival?
Indeed. I understand why they'd want to postpone it. Tonight the weather will be mostly dry and warm, but be on the lookout for dark clouds on the horizon, as there may be scattered showers. Best take an umbrella, Monroe, so you don't get wet.
I like getting wet. That's 6 o'clock with Poe and Monroe.